You know, when people think hardware, they think it's going to be difficult to set up, but as we've illustrated this entire time during the Call for Help-A-Thon, it is really quite simple. And to prove that point, we're going to set up a wireless access point. It is very easy to do, and we've asked Gordon Van Zuyden to come back because he did such a wonderful job talking about home networking last time that we thought we'd have him back to help us set up a wireless network too.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, it's not a problem. Now, you're recommending this Orinoco gateway as well?
You know, we recommend Orinoco's products. There are a number of Wi-Fi products that are out there on at the retail level at this point. Orinoco, I think, as you indicated earlier, has been in the market for some time and does make a very good and stable product. All of them now more and more are conforming to this Wi-Fi standard, this 802.11b standard, which is a good thing, meaning that if you have Orinoco or you happen to have D-Link or a number of other people's products that you get that are all wireless, for the most part, they all now work together. They don't have to always be from one manufacturer.
Yeah, so you could have the gateway or the access point being one manufacturer and another manufacturer, having made another component.
Exactly.
So we've got the access point. Then what else are we going to be using to connect machines here in our wireless network?
Well, when you think of the whole intent of the wireless network, typically is to get that broadband connection shared to a lot of PCs in the home, and then even maybe to share printers and other peripherals is kind of a nice side benefit. So when you think of what are all the physical pieces you need, it starts usually with the product that comes from the internet service provider as your cable modem or your DSL modem, and then you start beginning to add some of the equipment that we've shown here on the table.
So the modem would plug into the access point or vice versa?
Correct. So if you think of this as a typical access point, they come in all sorts of shapes and sizes today. It used to be kind of a corporate-looking thing, and now more and more for the consumer, they're making them very attractive. But that physically will tie in via one of the Category 5 cables into network cable into the back of your cable or DSL modem. And at that point, that wireless device is essentially doing two things. One, it's providing wireless connectivity to all the devices in the home, and secondly, it's giving all those devices an address, a network address that they can actually talk simultaneously to the one address that you get from the internet service provider.
Yeah, and I know that sounds confusing, but believe it's so seamless. It's amazing the way this stuff works. He's talking about a protocol. It's called DHCP, and that automatically assigns addresses to connection points that are on the network. And you're talking about connecting these devices, but they're going to need something to pick up that wireless signal.
Correct. So you start. This is kind of what we call the hub or the access point. And ideally, you'd like that somewhat centrally located in the home. You don't always have that choice because physically it has to be wired back to the DSL or cable modem, or wherever that is typically kind of where this device will be. But once you start with that, then you can start thinking about a radius of somewhere between 75 and 150 feet within the home to start putting your devices. So typically if this is going to be in the home office and now you have another computer in the home office and you want to share that, that's great. That's local, and this might be that computer.
They make cards, like PC cards. These would be fitting into a laptop, and then they make special adapters for desktop machines that would take the. Oh, sorry, there you go. There's a better view of that. That's the Orinoco Gold card. Good card. And then they got the special adapter we have sitting in front. Is that a D-Link adapter up there? I can't see it from this angle.
This one right here.
Okay, so that's specifically. Oh, is that? There's the antenna on there.
Correct. So as you indicated, PCs today come in a whole range of form factors, whether it's your typical desktop, whether it's a laptop, could even be a PDA. There's a number of different devices out on the market today that all now have an ability to accept wireless. So now the question becomes, how do you get that wireless chipset in the machine that's going to talk to the wireless antenna at the access point?
That's always been a challenge.
And it's a challenge because there's so many different form factors. I think perhaps the most difficult one is just the standard PC itself, because you got to open up this box. You got to insert a card like this. This is called a PCI type card. So it's got to have an open slot that this card can fit into. But at that point, you have now enabled this PC to talk wirelessly to your internet. Most PCs that you buy today come embedded with a network adapter chipset built into the motherboard.
That's a wired
But they're typically wired. So that doesn't mean that it excludes the ability to put this wireless in, but typically they're not providing wireless built in. On the other hand, a lot of the laptops today, it used to be that you get a lot of these cards and you'd fit them into what's called a PCMCIA slot, a kind of a credit card slot on the side of a laptop. And that would give wireless capability to a laptop. But today, more and more, they're embedding this chip technology right in the laptop itself. So when you get it out of the box, already that antenna and the wireless chipset are built in, and it automatically has this in it, and it will seek access points like that and connect to them.
And I think the beautiful part about, well, at least this particular product is the interface. It's all web-based. You just use a browser to configure it, and you'd have like your ISP settings. This is what the information your ISP would give you.
Exactly. So the next step, once you physically have these things in place, so you have your access point mounted, you've put in your card inside your laptop, you've put in your card inside your PC, everything has now been interconnected. The next step is how do we make sure that all these machines that are now connected can talk with the information that the internet service provider has given us. And that first screen that you had shown is actually a screen that asks, well, this particular one says, from your internet service provider, what kind of technology are they providing to your home? Is it going to be this what's called PPP over Ethernet or point-to-point protocol over Ethernet?
And this is something that some DSL customers have to contend with. This is what, like, George had to contend with. Our show's producer, he was having an issue with his router because of this.
Typically what will happen is when you get these products, and a lot of times in this area it's a DSL product, they'll ship you the modem with this information, and customers usually put this on their PC. Now, the distinction at this point is now we're taking all that information that would normally reside on the PC and putting it on the router, because the router is going to serve that up to all the machines inside the house. And so this is the steps in which you'd say that the parameters that you normally associated with your computer for a direct connection to the internet, now those same parameters are going to reside at the router and the access point, so that it can serve that information all the other PCs.
Yeah, it makes it easier for home networking with just like one particular account.
Correct.
And as Gordon illustrated as well, you could do things wirelessly throughout the house, provided you have a way to get to the wireless access point by a PC card that you can put into your computer or into your laptop, or PDA.
Correct.
Yeah.
So there's a whole range. Another one we haven't even talked about is the whole concept. Here we've opened up a machine and we put a PCI card in. Let's say all these slots are filled. A lot of machines today have what's called a USB port, and you've been talking about USB ports. And increasingly, you can find USB to wireless adapters.
There you go.
So you can get your computers that have just USB ports.
Easy enough. Now, you're not Italian, are you? Van Zyden.
Not Italian.
You look Italian. You fooled me. But thank you so much.
No problem.
For helping out. In about 38 seconds, we'll have a wireless access point right here. Now, if you need more help setting up your wireless access point, wireless router, whatever, you can get more instructions on our website, techtv.com/call-for-help. And Gordon's going to be here for the rest of the hour to help answer your questions. So if you have any type of home networking question, give us a call, 888-989-7879. To our live Help-A-Thon. That's right, it's Call For Help-A-Thon. And Morgan, I believe you're ready to connect me with another mystery caller, is it?
I am. I'm all by myself now. Been abandoned. Hopefully I can handle speaking and pushing the button at the same time. Okay, we have back-to-back mystery callers, so I hope you're ready to step into the Wayback Machine.
Boy.
All right, here goes.
Okay, sock it to me, mystery caller.
Hello?
Hello?
Is this, am I on the air?
Yes, you are.
Great.
Yes, it's Chris.
Hey, Chris.
And apparently you know me, but I don't know who you are yet.
You'll figure it out.
Okay.
I was at your party on Saturday night.
You were?
Oh, yeah. I'm playing with your wireless network there, too.
Mike?
No. I was playing with your cameras and loading some pictures off of my camera.
Robert!
Hey, what's that, dude?
Robert Scoble. Robert, he used to run Net Meeting, the Net Meeting resource. Is that still up?
It's still somewhere.
Was it at netmeet.net?
Something like that, yeah.
I think it was like the ultimate Net Meeting resource on the web. That's how I first knew Robert. Yeah. It's redirecting to devx.com now.
Yeah, it's still, I think Google can still find it, but
old stuff?
It's pretty old. It hasn't been updated in a couple of years.
And, of course, you run one of the famous weblogs at scoble.weblogs.com.
Yep.
Are you blogging this right now saying, hey, I'm on live?
No, I'm not.
Oh, come on.
I'm at work trying to make a living.
Oh, whatever. That's right. You work for NEC now, working in their tablet PC division.
Yep.
Very cool. All right, so what can we help you with today?
I think it's time for me to get into Linux. You know I'm a Windows nut, and I'm wondering what's the best way to go and how do you get started. I tried it once before. I think I downloaded Red Hat, and, I didn't have a graphical user interface, which I'm used to. So I was pretty lost when I first got to the command line. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, it can be a little tricky. And, of course, Linux is an alternative operating system that will run on a variety of platforms. Its beauty.
So if I'm a Windows user, how best to get me started into the Linux world?
It's a good question, and of course, each geek is going to have a different answer. Some people like one distribution over another, and I think let me see if I can go over distrowatch.com, just to show everybody how many versions or flavors of Linux are out there. All these, you hear about Red Hat, you hear about Mandrake, you hear about SUSE, you hear about all these versions of Linux that are available. Each one is available for free download. Of course, it could be multiple megabytes, like hundreds of megabytes. And each one has got its own strengths and set of weaknesses. I had tried recently Mandrake 9.0, and when I loaded it up for the first time, I wasn't so much lost, but I found the experience kind of lacking. There's a lot of issues that I had with it. It took a while to get up and running. The software that it came with wasn't exactly something that I think I could use on a regular basis. Have I told you yet about Knoppix?
I think you gave me a CD of that, and that's one of the things I was lost with. I stuck it in, and I booted up great, but I was into the command line.
And you weren't sure it booted you in the command line? It should have booted you right into the GUI. It should have booted you right into Linux. I don't know why it wouldn't have worked. Maybe it would have been with the machine. There may have been an issue with that.
Yeah.
Knoppix is what I'm recommending for a lot of people who are wanting to try Linux without having to reinstall Windows or install it over Windows or on top of Windows or beside Windows. Knoppix, once it's downloaded, 600 or so megabytes, you burn it to a CD. That's right. I did give you a copy of that.
Yep.
I'm surprised it didn't boot you directly into Linux, though, because that's what I liked about it. And I don't know, Matt, maybe we could download a copy of Knoppix today and show people on the air what it should have looked like for you, Robert.
Okay.
But it's absolutely free. It comes with tons of applications because it all sits on the CD. Doesn't touch your hard drive at all. That's why I like it, because you can play with it without, and if you can damage something, no big deal. You reboot, you're fine.
Yep.
Because it's the operating system sitting on the CD. So I wonder why it didn't boot into the GUI, but maybe we'll have to troubleshoot that at a future time.
Yeah, I'll try that again and see what's up.
Let me know.
Okay, thanks for the help.
Hey, yeah, thanks, Robert.
Hey, thanks.
Not a problem. Wow, that wasn't too much of a blast from the past. It was just like the other day. By the way, we want our cookies back. Thanks, Robert. Now, Morgan, do we have another mystery caller person?
We do. I just want to say that if Linux boots you into the command line, you can always type Start X, and that'll usually just boot you up right into a GUI, and that should help you out. Okay, your second mystery caller. Do you want a hint, Chris?
Should I need a hint?
You could say that this guy discovered you.
Discovered me. Okay. Hello, mystery caller?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I'm looking for a pseudo-superstar to play a high-profile role in a sort of funded student film, and I was wondering what your rates were per day to possibly play the role of, quote-unquote, President of the United States of America.
Oh, only if Eric Mishka is the director?
Hey, what's going on?
Gosh, it's another teak. Gosh, they just raided the house. We had Adam Pasker on, Sean Breitbach was on.
Wow.
Yeah, we had everybody from the Teak House.
We're going right down the list.
Wow, that's amazing. All right, Eric, we got to keep it short. And I don't know, maybe you can tell me. I keep itching the back of my head for some reason. I don't know why, but it's a nervous tick. What can I help you with, Eric?
Well, actually, honestly, I don't really know much about computers at all.
Oh, I know, because I get calls from you all the time.
Yeah, well, occasionally I do call to ask a question or two, but basically, I guess my question for you is, what editing platform do you prefer to go with as far as nonlinear digital editing, and what do you think is the best way to go?
Oh, okay. And of course, Eric, by the way, he directs films. He's been doing it for years, way back when we were in college, and he was talking about a role I played in a film that we did. What was Iron Aces 2, wasn't it?
Oh, you bet.
Something like that. What I would recommend using, you're talking about nonlinear video editing, any type of digital video editor. Mm-hmm. A lot of people have had luck with Pinnacle Studio. Now, what have you been using, Eric?
I use a lot of ULEAD products.
Okay, ULEAD is just fine. If it's not giving you the types of transitions that you want or the type of power you want, you may even think of stepping up to Premiere, Adobe Premiere, because that's kind of like the granddaddy. You've been editing video for a while, so actually that would be what I would recommend for you, just because I know you've been playing with video for a while. You know what you're doing with it. Premiere is probably the king. It can be found over at Adobe.com. It's kind of expensive, but it is solid. Maybe a sidestep to Adobe Premiere, if you've tried it before, you didn't like it, you might think about picking up Vegas Video from Sonic Foundry. And that's
Vegas, okay.
SonicFoundry.com.
I don't know a lot about that program, actually.
Yeah, I tried it, but since I've just gotten started with digital video stuff, I found it was too advanced for me, so I'm working with Pinnacle Studio. I like that. It was one of my choices this year. You could try that as a step up. I would say Pinnacle Studio, start with, then move to Sonic Foundry, their Vegas Video, and then finally Adobe Premiere.
Adobe Premiere, okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Eric.
I'll have to look into it. I have one more real quick question. Do you have any good websites where I can go in and hack that software for free? Just kidding.
Eric! Slap. I love you, Eric. Thank you. And he did discover me. He was one that brought me into the Teak House. A good friend, Eric. Thank you.
Right,
come up to San Francisco. We'll see you
okay?
sometime. Yes, thank you, Eric. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Coming up next, the Call for Help-A-Thon continues with more answers to your live questions. Stick around. Call us. Oh, it's our website, techtv.com/call for what? Thank you. Gosh, dang it. Of course, you can do everything you want over here, including you can beat the devil. It's a Tony Scott film. Of course, I think it's a BMW film. A driver, a man. Oh, I missed the third part. What did that say? Hold on just a second. Give me a second. Just give me a second. Driver, a demon. Oh, and a sex machine. Oh, just my luck. I'm out of quarters. TechTV.com/call for help. That's our web team. They're putting everything together, including those links. Welcome back to the Call for Help-A-Thon. It's kind of like a regular Call for Help show, except that we're doing it all day, and Morgan's here with Kat, and we've got nuts running around the studio, and oh, look at this.
You should see what we're looking at.
Look.
We're looking at little kittens.
I got some nuts, too. Look at this. Some pistachios and everything.
You are nuts.
Oh, thanks. So, thank you.
Oh,
what are you guys doing over there?
Day. We're getting ready for our segment. We're looking at ratemykitten.com. There's some cute little kitties on here.
I swear I have never seen something so cute in my life.
Wait for our segment to see.
All right, so can you guys connect me with caller number 19?
Yes, Morgan, you want to hit the button?
Oh, I want to hit the button.
Okay. On the phone, we have Brenda from Susanville, California, and she's got a question about digital pictures.
Okay, Brenda.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Chris, Kat, and Morgan.
Hello.
Thanks for punching the button.
Not a problem. It's what we do around here. Usually it connects us with callers, but sometimes it doesn't. But we're glad we got you now. What can we help you with, Brenda?
I just got a new digital camera, and it's snowing here. And so I want to take some pictures to send to my mom in Louisiana, but I need to know what resolution to set it for to send them on email.
Ooh, good question, Brenda. Now, let me ask you this. What do you use for email?
Oh, my husband's got it all hooked up. He's the whiz around here, so I'm not real sure.
All right. I asked that because way earlier when we first started the program, we were talking about images and sending through email. And I've got a picture right here. This is of Patrick over on the screensavers. And if I hover my pointer over the icon, I get the dimensions up there in the tooltip, and it's going to disappear in just a second, so let me refocus it. And it'll say, dimensions 2272 by 1704. Wasn't that the name of a Star Trek was that the Enterprise 1704? Was that right? Or was it 1701? There we go. Oh, anyway, so I've got the dimensions. That's a 4-megapixel image. But that could be kind of big in terms of size. 4 megapixels, that's huge. That's that many pixels by that many pixels. But you notice the size says is about 196 KB. That's kilobytes. So it's kind of big, but it's not so big. When it starts saying megabytes, that's when you know it's way too big. Anywhere between... Well, depending on how your friend is connected, are they on a fast internet connection, or do you know?
Actually, she's using Linux, but I'm not sure which.
How?
Modem.
Sure. Okay, you don't know how she's connecting.
Modem.
Operating system shouldn't matter. I would say you're playing it safe if you get your image in terms of file size under. Sorry, let me hover over it again. Under 200 or 100K. If you can get it under that number, you should be safe to send it through email. And the reason why I asked what you were using to send email, because in Windows XP, you would be able to, let me close this. When I right-click on this image, go to Send to Mail Recipient, it's going to pop up an image or a dialog asking me, what do I want to do? Do I want to make the picture smaller? So what this will do, oops, sorry, I'm right over here. Almost disappeared, but not really. So what this is going to do is automatically resize the pictures you're sending through email so it can make sure they're as small as possible, and that will stay really friendly. Yeah, it is really nice. If you do not have this option available for you, I would recommend picking up a free program called EarFanView. It's kind of a trick, EarFanView, and we're going to have the link for you already on our website in a couple minutes. AirFan View is a free program. I don't even know if we have it installed on here. Oh, I guess we do. And it's an image viewer, but it'll also convert pictures. So here's the original size of the photo, and that's a big head. So it could also, when I click on File, Save As. Are you guys eating Cracker Jacks over there? Someone's eating Cracker Jacks. I'm hearing some crunching going on. Anyway, in here you're going to be able to save it out as a JPEG again, and that's definitely the image format you want to go with is a JPEG. Right. And then you'd be able to, save it with the details, with the original time, and in the options you'd be able to save it at a lower quality, so that you would be able to. They'd get the idea, but it would be a lower quality when you save it out. So, well, it looks like someone's done with the Cracker Jacks now. This should take care of you, whether Windows does it for you automatically, or if you need to use something like AirFan View to shrink people's heads. Like they did in Beetlejuice. Remember that? Anyway, thanks for the call. It's a good question. You don't want to be sending files that are too big over email. And, of course, make sure your friend, no matter what operating system they're using, wants to get those files through email. Some people don't like attachments. I do, depending on what they are, especially pictures. I like those. And coming up next, a free download that'll help you keep your web surfing habits safe and private. And then the Call for Help continues, or the Call for Help-A-Thon. And remember that thon part continues with more answers to your live questions. But first, here's Kat with a quick tip.
Free up disk space by clearing out the recycle bin. Simply right-click on the icon, then select Empty Recycle Bin from the pop-up menu, and you're done.
Playing with pistachio nutshells. Morgan's here with me with a free file that will keep every one of us clean.
Yes, that's true. It's called Window Washer. Clean's in the title. And the point of this little program is to sort of clean up after yourself, either from a little bit of unsundry web surfing, or just keeping your files private from, other people who are using your computer, anything like that. Just stuff you don't necessarily want on your computer. Mm-hmm. So you can use this with Netscape or Internet Explorer, and you can just, it has standard wash items, document history, Windows Find Search History, Windows Run History. These are all the places where maybe you've typed in something that you don't need everyone who uses your computer to be able to read. I like the wash options. This is one of my favorite features about this program, the add bleach to wash. And usually adding bleach to your wash is a horrible idea because all your clothes come out not white, but sort of pinky, mystery, spotty color. I know, I'm a terrible laundry doer.
Oh, I thought you were referring to my skills.
No, you look great.
That's because I don't do my laundry. It gets cleaned. I just,
Somebody else, right.
Someone else.
I need to get married and have someone do my laundry for me. I didn't mean it like that.
Well,
okay.
No. I send the laundry out. It goes.
That's what I really need to do. It's probably more feasible than me getting married anytime soon. What I like...
If I wasn't married, Morgan, I swear,
get out of
we
here.
would make a first.
Adding bleach to the wash. We're talking about this window washer program. What it does is it overwrites the files twice, 3 times, 4 times, as many times as you want. It's going to overwrite the file and then delete it so that no one can even look at the scraps of anything that you've got going on. This just cleans out your system. Clean as a whistle. It cleans up everything. Window washer. It's great.
Wasn't that an Irish Spring commercial, Clean as a Whistle? I think, wasn't it?
I don't remember that one.
Maybe I'm showing my age.
Well, I just want to mention...
You know how old I am, right? Oh, sorry.
I just want to mention really quick, if you have Tweak UI, there is something called the Paranoia tab. And this is going to do, it's not going to overwrite or bleach the files and really make it as secure, but it does have a couple things, clear your run, clear your document history, clear the files that you've looked for, that kind of thing. And Tweak UI is, of course, free from the Microsoft website. Window Washer you can find at, Call for Help. TechTV.com/call-for-help. I'm still getting used to this. I'm brand new here.
I know.
And it's free to try, $29.95 to buy. Great piece of software. I think it's worth it if you want to protect your privacy. And again, the link is at TechTV.com/call-for-help.
I think my privacy flew out the window as soon as I said, yes, I'll host the show. Any show in general, I think it's rather.
Yeah.
Want to help take a call?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Take a call.
Kat, do we have someone waiting for us? Number 20?
Yeah,
Hi,
we do, but I don't have a camera, so...
Oh, okay. Well, then, who do we have? Is it Garland?
It's Garland,
From Valiant, Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Or is it Valiant?
Valiant.
Valiant, like Valiant.
Yes, very, very much so.
Quite.
Now, Garland, what can we help you with?
I want to buy a super disc to replace my 3.5A floppy. It's gone bad, and I can't find one.
All right.
I would buy a floppy.
You think you'd buy a regular floppy disk?
I think I would buy a regular floppy drive instead of the Okay, well, let me tell you, a super disc, they're from iMation, right?
I believe iMation was one of the people who made the drives.
It's an older technology, and you can get 128 megabyte discs, and they're about the same size as floppies, and they're backwards compatible, so you can also put your 1.44 megabyte floppies in the same drive. Now, see, the thing is, they never really caught on, and that's, I think, what's the problem with them. They're hard to find, and no one really uses them, and I imagine the discs are a little bit hard to find, too.
They could be, and where I went over to right here is pricegrabber.com. The super discs are also known as the LS120s. They max out at 120 megabytes. And as Morgan had referenced, they were kind of designed to replace the floppy drive and to be backwards compatible.
Yeah.
But I would have to agree with her in saying that I would not necessarily get one of these. I would get either another floppy drive.
You can get one for $10.
Oh, yeah. You can get on my machine back home, I don't even have a floppy drive installed on there. I have an external one that connects by USB.
Oh, that's interesting.
So
I just have them because I just have one. I don't know where I got it. I just own one.
So do you have a lot of floppies then, Garland?
Yeah, I have some with a bunch of old family pictures on them.
Well, one of the things you might consider doing is, as soon as possible, is get those off the floppies. Because I'd have to say, as far as any type of media goes, I mean, I was talking about my hard drive crashing, but floppies consistently have failed on me.
It's a little warm. Those things are just like...
gone.
Toast.
And once those things are gone, it's almost impossible to resurrect the data. So what I would recommend, if you want to go with another type of removable media, maybe a zip drive.
Oh, yeah.
They're still selling those.
I use that. I think it's a pretty standard technology. A lot of people have zip drives.
Or maybe even just go up to a CD burner. Now, do you have a CD burner, Garland?
No, I don't. I need to get one, though.
I would skip the floppy. Well, you'd want to get one to
get a $10 floppy drive.
Yeah, get a cheap one, install it, copy the files over to a floppy, and then save the money for a CD burner or a DVD burner.
And DVD burners are still a little bit pricey.
What's the best CD burner to buy? Was that the question?
Yes, sir.
It's really kind of a toss-up. I've always been happy with Plexter's CDs, their drives.
What about you? Just buy a brand name.
I agree.
And you can check, the Sunday paper. They have all those ads in them. They're always selling them for like $50 mail-in rebate, $20 off. So just
the one I'm happy with right now. I just got a DRU. I'm going to see if I can find it. The DRU 500A is Sony's new drive. It's a dual DVD plus RW-RW combo drive that also burns CDs. And it's about, I think...
That's not a bad price.
Yeah, right around a little over $300 is where you can pick it up for. So that's the one I would recommend, because you can do DVDs, too.
You can also just get straight CDRs a lot cheaper, too. Yeah. So if he doesn't have $350 to spend, you can...
Forget the floppy, everyone. Thank you, Morgan.
Yeah.
Wow. You knew about that, too.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Up next, Sumi is going to call in from Germany. And then Kat and Morgan are going to take over while I run around the block. I'm going to run around the block. And Paul block. Oh, he's lost a little weight. I think I can make it around him a couple times. Stay tuned.
Okay, now George, Morgan and I are not the judgmental type at all. But these three sites had me totally cracking up. They're so funny. Here you can rate people, you can rate their kittens, you can do it all day long, and it's basically just for the heck of it. So if you want to have some mindless fun, come and join us on these two sites. The first site we're going to look at is ratemykitten.com.
Quick, what's my name?
Your name's Morgan.
Okay, she got it right. Okay, we can move on. Okay, rate my kitten.
Look at this kitty. I think this is the cutest cat. Oh, that's not my computer screen.
That's Chris Pirillo's computer screen. We were looking at the drives.
That's not that cute.
That's not cute.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Okay, this is cute. Now you can see it.
Okay.
Okay,
this website exists for the sole purpose of looking at other people's cats. And then you can scroll up a little bit, and then you can rate the cat on how cute you think it is.
When you go to the homepage, it just looks like this.
It's basically like hot or not for cats. But my favorite part of this site is that people post comments about the cats.
Look at this. Here we go. Oh, what a
That's
cutie.
so cute.
They go on and on. Like, kiss for your honey.
I mean, it's really cute, but...
Look at these uncute ones. These are the top 20 ugly cats on the website.
That is really sad.
Look at this chick.
Okay, that's not a cat, so I see why she loses.
Yeah, these are pretty ugly cats. Well, look at her. Have you ever seen the guy that thinks that he's a cat and he has his whole body mutilated with whiskers and stuff? Anyway, these are the top 20 cutest kittens. Look at this is your favorite,
That's
right?
my favorite kitten. Its name's Coco. It has no ears, but for some reason that makes it more adorable than a cat with ears.
Oh, here's a big picture of it. Oh, no, we're not going to see it. Okay, on to rating people.
Okay, this I find even like a touch offensive.
But they put their pictures up here. What should we give her?
I guess that's true, but like,
we give her a 7.
I don't know her. Oh wow, I'm not showing that one. It actually was not that bad. It was just
Should we show it? No,
it's not that bad.
Let's check out the Hot or Not. Explain Hot or Not.
Okay for kids. Okay, Hot or Not is
That's funny.
a very special site because people put their pictures up there and then subject themselves to other people rating them.
Right. Like, why do they do that? This guy, is he hot? No, he gets a not, but he could be a nice guy.
And then you
look at this guy.
You check your score.
Oh my God, he has no shirt on. That is not hot. That's not hot. He gets a not hot for that one. But then what you can also do on the, hey, not during my segment. Chris.
Oh, my turn next.
Yeah, not mine. Just kidding. All right, up here you can actually pick out. You can read more information about some of these girls. Like this is our dream girl, Morgan.
Hot or Not is it began as a straight rating site and straight kind of a strange phenomenon, but it's one of those weird internet success stories where it's really like morphed into like a dating service,
right?
And in a weird way, an online community.
Mm-hmm. Should we say she's hot or is she not hot?
She seems nice. Yes, 10. Give her 10.
Are you sure 10?
Yeah. What?
Okay,
I'm sure.
Right. Oh, look at this guy. He gets a 1. He is not hot.
Wow.
But again, they could be nice people. Oh, this person, and then you can see what their total ratings are here. No, I know. I feel like I'm being mean because they could be nice. But hey, they subject themselves, as
they put it up there. I guess we just do what we have to do.
Okay, let's hope Chris doesn't come back here again with no shirt on. You'll find all the details about these websites on our website. The address is techtv.com/call-for-help. Send some emails to me, kat@techtv.com or morgan@techtv.com. We'll see what I have to say.
Meow.
You want to tell them what's coming up next?
Okay, the Call for Help-A-Thon continues. We have more answers to your live questions. We're only up at 20. See how far we get.
Yeah, let's do it. What about this guy? No. Wait.
Nice.
Now, of all the people on this set right now, who would be the person that you were hoping would be the first to streak the show? Myself, Kat, or Morgan? I'm sure it wasn't me.
Yeah, wasn't you.
See my milky white skin.
You know, there's all these women at home, and Chris Pirillo's
Right. I think Faye is that way. Faye's in our chat room.
Yeah.
She's that way.
Dude, our chat room's off the hook right now.
How many people do we have?
There was 160 last I looked.
I looked at 180.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I didn't know it could hold that much. It would explode.
And you know, Fatty Matty's got his jib cam up.
He does?
Yeah, you can go over to the Screensavers website to get the direct link, but Nicole is working, our web producer is working on getting it connected on Call for Help's website.
Okay.
So he's got the jib cam up and running right now, so it's another webcam. So,
jib cam.
Now let's check some email, some message boards, and be done with it. Well, at least
you
want to
go first?
Yeah, I have a question. How does someone change the frequency that Outlook is going to check for messages?
Ooh, it's a good question. Outlook or Outlook Express, it's for the most part, it's the same thing. You would go in Outlook Express, go to Tools, Options, and then right there on the first tab it says check for new messages and defaults to 30 minutes. You can change that to 1 minute. That might be too quickly, depending on how much mail you get, or set it to 5 minutes. That's nice and safe, especially for dial-up users. And Outlook, it's slightly different. Let me see if I've got it installed on this machine here. Give me a second. And you guys got your next question ready to go?
Yeah, my mom got a digital camera for Christmas, and I actually bought it for her. How nice am I? And I bought one for my dad. I know. And she wants to know the difference between taking a JPEG image and taking a RAW image, and which one should she use, Chris?
A JPEG or a RAW image?
Yeah.
The difference between the two is the RAW has no compression or very little compression on the camera. And you would use that if you were going to print out the image later on.
Okay.
If you didn't really care, I mean, you cared, but you wanted to have okay quality, not the best quality, you would go with something like JPEG. Like if you're going to send the picture through email, it'd be easier to have it in a format that Windows or any operating system could read right out the bat.
So
like
what do you take usually?
Oh, I use JPEG. I never use RAW. But I never print anything out that I take with a digital photo.
Right.
You don't print out your images at all?
No. Never did.
Never?
What do you do with them?
I usually I either upload them to the web or send them through email or just keep them archival purposes. I just never print.
But do you have a regular camera that you print from?
Oh,
I mean,
no.
that you like...
No, I've got a digital camera.
He's all digital.
You only
No.
have digital cameras.
Yeah, I started with digital cameras with the Mavica FD7 a few years ago, and that would take floppy disks.
Yeah,
And the
right.
reason why I got that is because, way back when, I know we were talking about not using it anymore, but way back when it was a pain in the keister to pain in the butt is what it was to plug in any camera into a computer and to get it to work. It's changed since then.
Right.
So that's why I've moved on to better cameras like the Canon PowerShot G3, my current camera. Right. Hey, it's Leo!
Whoa!
It's Leo. Leo's here in the studio. Just check it out.
It is.
Sweet.
Oh, hello, Leo.
It's like we have a celebrity in our very own studio.
Oh, it's so cool. I didn't know he was going to be here. All right, cool. Well, you guys ready to tell us what's coming up in the next hour?
Yes, we're ready. People that are watching overseas, unfortunately, this is it for you. But everyone here in the United States and Canada, we've got many more hours to go. So make
How many
sure you
more
stick
hours
around.
do we have?
I don't know. How many more hours?
43.
10 more. 10 more hours? 10
No.
Okay.
No.
We've done 8?
7.
We haven't done 8.
Okay, and we're talking PVR's personal video recorders in the next hour. Stay tuned.
Don't go anywhere. We really want you to stay
I'm going to
here.
go over here.
Go into the chat room and talk to us in there. Also, make sure, Chris, where are you going?
I'm going over here.
Hey. Bye, Chris. Just don't take your clothes off again. That was not that hot. Hot or not hot.
13. We have 13 hours.
We have 13 hours left.
13, not bad. All right. Well, in case you guys just tuned in, this is the Call for Help-A-Thon, right off the hook. I am Chris Pirillo, and of course, this is still the show where we love sharing our knowledge of technology with the rest of the world. We've invited all sorts of people in the studio, including Leo. Although, was Leo invited?
No, but he just showed up. No.
You're welcome to come anytime, Leo. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just didn't know he was coming in there. Kind of neat. Now I'm nervous. I'm breaking a sweat.
Ooh.
Whew. Got a lot of stuff coming up in this hour, including what's coming up with PVR's personal video recorders, the next wave of TiVos and whatnot. I still haven't picked up a PVR yet.
You haven't?
No.
I thought you would be the first one.
Yeah, you're usually the early adopter of everything.
Did you rig your computer up to do it on its own or something geeky like
No,
that?
I just still use VCRs. That's all. That's all I use.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tapes?
Now what do we do?
Now we tell people how they can interact with us.
Good point.
I can do that with my eyes closed again.
No, you didn't do it with your eyes closed.
Okay.
Now do it now.
If you want to help us on the show today, all you have to do is pick up your phone and call us. The number here is 888-989-7879.
And you can email us. The email address is techtv.com/ No, what is the email address?
Call for help at techtv.com.
I really do know that.
Yes, oh yeah, you
Call
know
for help
it.
at techtv.com.
Yes, and
I'm
if
gonna
you
know
have a
next
netcam, head into the netcam Cineplex at techtv.com/call for help. You'll find the link there and just look for our people and we'll get you on the show. And how do they chat with us?
Go to techtv.com/chat.
That's it.
There's so many people chatting in there right now. It's a party in the chat room.
It's a little hectic in there. But make sure also that you post your messages on the message boards because we're getting to those. We're having a lot of fun with those. Even some people are being bad. But it's kind of fun when they're bad.
You guys are just the bad girls.
Yeah.
Or you gals are just the bad girls.
Something like that.
Yeah. All right.
We just like to have a little bit of fun.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Now, do you guys have a caller lined up for me, ready to go, or?
Yeah, I think we do.
Is it Leo?
I think Leo's going to hide in the back and ignore
It's actually
us.
Adam. Adam's got a question for you.
Adam? Adam has a question. Hello, Adam? Adam?
Hello?
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 Wait a minute.
What?
Are you a mystery caller, Adam?
Well, not anymore, I guess.
Yeah, I can tell. Hi, this is my brother Adam Pirillo.
Hello.
How did Christmas go back home in Des Moines?
Oh, Christmas came and it went.
Did you guys get your presents?
Yes. What presents?
I was going to say, because we didn't send them yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, no, I got. Wait, real quick plug. Go Hawks. Beat USC. Sorry.
Go Hawks?
Yeah, go Hawks.
Did Dad make you say that?
I know you're all in California out there, but.
Hey, when are you coming out here anyway?
As soon as maybe spring break.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have you and Ben out here, our other brother Ben, down in Texas, teaching phys ed in Plano. Right? Plano?
Yeah, Plano.
That's where he's at. All right, Adam, what can I help you with? He's a traditional Mac head, by the way. He's an Apple fanatic.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I heard you earlier talking about DVD burners.
Yeah.
And I just want to make a quick comment real quick. Make sure your DVD player can read burned DVDs. Because if it doesn't, you're going to have to go buy a new DVD player, too.
Yes, that is absolutely correct, Adam. And I don't know if you've seen this website yet. It's called VCDhelp.com. We've talked. You can't get TechTV. I know where you live. But, I mean, Des Moines, Iowa can get it, just not in your house. Yeah. You're actually renting it from us, the house.
Yeah, and nice. it's holding up great.
Good. Really good to know. VCDhelp.com, as Adam had pointed out, you got to make sure the DVD burners you get are compatible with your DVD players. And on this website, it will tell you, and let's see if I can find it here, there's a page on here for DVD players compatibility. So it'll tell you your DVD player and whether or not it's compatible with the particular media that you're trying to burn, whether it's DVD plus R or dash R. That wasn't your question, though, was it, Adam?
No, actually, they just told me they wanted me to tell an embarrassing story, actually, about you.
You don't know any embarrassing stories about me.
Of course not.
Yeah, didn't think so.
Not being your brother and all. So, I just wanted to tell about the time, Chris's experiences with computers go way back to the Commodore 64 days. And my mom decided to buy us a little book that had programs in it. And you typed in these programs for like 6-7 hours that end. And we'd take turns typing the program in. And when you finally hit /run or whatever it was at the time, it never did anything. And we figured out that it was our parents' way to just keep us busy and out of their hair.
Yeah, pretty much.
None of the programs worked, did they?
Nope.
We went through, 20 or 30 of them. Each was
easily
80 pages long.
Yeah, and that was way back when. We're talking about the glory days of home computing. You'd get magazines, and this was long before even floppy disks were available en masse.
Yeah, we had to record them onto tape.
Yeah, you'd have to record it on a cassette tape, just a regular audio cassette tape. We didn't even have one of those, but Grandpa did on his Commodore VIC-20, didn't he?
Yes, he did, yes.
I don't know if we ever inherited that, or maybe Matt and Adrian, our cousins, did. I don't know who got the VIC-20.
I don't know if we really want to be revealing too much more of that, because that just means we're really old.
We are. How old are you, Adam? Someone asked me the other day.
I'm 26.
Really?
Yeah, and the guy without the shirt on Hot or Not, that was me. I'm just saying ugly guys need loving, too.
See if I got a picture of Adam somewhere. I don't know. Pirillo.com. This is our official family website. I don't know if I've got a link to your picture, Adam.
I don't
yeah, kind of. There's my brothers and I. This is on my wedding night, the night before I got married in Breda, Iowa. Myself, my brother Ben, he's back there. He's the PE teacher in Plano, and there's Adam. You look the same. Are you wearing the same stocking cap?
No, that stocking cap's come and gone, and now I've just got the big fro now.
Oh, are you back to the fro thing?
Well, I'm growing it out. Locks for lug, plug for locks for lug.
Oh, okay. Is that for cancer? Don't you grow your hair for
Yes, you grow
kids?
your hair out to about 12, 13 inches, and then you go to a hair salon that sponsors them, and they cut your hair for free, and they send the hair off, and they make wigs for kids who have cancer.
That's very cool, Adam. I didn't know that. I haven't seen you in a while, though.
It has been a while, but I'll get out there this summer.
Yeah, we'll get you on the show, too.
Excellent.
Sounds good? Can we do that? We can do that, right? I know the host. We'll get you in.
All right.
Thanks, Adam.
Do I have connections?
You got connections. You got all the connections you want. The problem is they're not compatible with this show. So, sorry about that. Thanks, Adam. Now, coming up next, everything you ever wanted to know about TiVo and more. We'll show you how to hook it up, record programs, pause live TV, you name it. PVR expert Matt Lindstedt will be here to answer your call. So stay tuned. The Call for Help-A-Thon. Go. It's still here.